Hey, what's good, 10K gang? Now today's video, I'm just gonna do a comparison with Julian Newman and Yuuki Okubo. Now first, I already know you guys like, man, Julian Newman, he's so overrated. That kid is overrated. He only like 5'7", 130 pounds. You know what I mean? He just overrated just because he got good handles and stuff. This is the thing, you guys. The only reason Julian Newman is quote unquote overrated just because people know him for a while. People knew about him for like at least 3 years just because, I remember watching a video of him. He was just dribbling the ball. He just had real good handles. Just a little kid with real good handles dribbling the ball. He could shoot the ball. And as you think about it, it was the same with Jordan McCabe. Jordan McCabe was younger. He was just dribbling the ball and stuff, and he got a lot of hype off that. That's why a lot of people know Jordan McCabe to this day. He in high school right now hooping because, well, let me rephrase that. Jordan McCabe has a lot of hype in high school right now just because people already knew about him. People already knew about him when he was younger. Now that he's in high school, he's actually doing what people expected him to, grow up to do. And the same with Julian Newman. Julian Newman is kind of in the same footsteps as Jordan McCabe just because they know him since he was younger. But he's only a sophomore right now. But of course, people going to expect a lot from him right now just because he's just a sophomore. Now, you guys, I just wanted to make this video just to talk about, Yuuki and Julian. And just do a little comparison and stuff because at the end of the day, I know they both are young. Yuuki is like a freshman in high school. He's very young. Julian is like a sophomore. They both just two young basketball players. And they both have a lot of talent. They both can dribble the ball really well, shoot the ball well, and everything. But I just wanted to do this video just because first, let's talk about Yuuki. Now, I really like Yuuki just because, this man, even though he's short, he's still young, so he has time to grow. So I'm not ever worried about that. But just watching him play and seeing his basketball IQ, this man is very, very talented. He's very talented because he's a good floor general. He's a good floor general. Yuuki know what he's doing. He know how to push the offense. He know how to play defense. And he makes a lot of smart decisions on the court. He don't average a lot of turnovers because he know how to handle the ball. He know how to pass the ball, and he have very, very good basketball IQ. And I feel like when Yuuki get older, he's going to end up becoming more as a pass first point guard just because, he always was a pass first point guard. You know what I mean? Even though he can score, he was always a pass first point guard because right now, he's playing with Sharif O'Neal, and I know that's helping his game a lot because right when Sharif graduate, right, I know that's going to stick with him. Him playing with Sharif is going to stick with him because he's a freshman. He's already throwing lobs. He already learning how to give the ball to Sharif in the paint and stuff. Basically Sharif is helping him become the player he is and going to become. Now, the thing about Julian Newman is, in my opinion, I feel like he's going to become more as a scoring point guard. Definitely if he gets bigger and gets taller. He's only a sophomore, so, he has time to grow also. But just seeing how he play and stuff right now, Julian Newman, he's a real good scorer. This man can shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball. And just seeing him play, I feel like his favorite player is Stephen Curry. Because how he plays similar to Stephen Curry. It's like he's trying to play like Stephen Curry, with his game. Come down the court, cross one up, pull up for a three. You know what I mean? He has a very, very good shot. He can shoot the ball very well. He can dribble the ball very well. He can pass. He can do all that. And he's really fancy with all his dribble moves. Like, he's mad fancy. That's what I like about Julian Newman. And, I just feel like when he gets older, he's going to become more as a scorer. But the only reason I feel that way just because he always been scoring throughout his little basketball career. He always been, just been a scorer. But, if he moves schools or something like that, if he moved different high schools and he played under a different high school system, that could change easily because their coach, basically the coach can change how he plays. Right now, his coach is letting him score and stuff. But he end up, for example, if they end up getting a new coach or he end up going to a different school, that coach can change how he plays. They can make him a pass first point guard or they can let him continue to score and everything. Even though these two are still young and they both have a lot of hype under them, definitely Julian. People already knew about Julian for a while. And a lot of people are starting to realize who Yuuki is just because, mainly because he's playing with Sharif. And yeah, a lot of people are starting to realize who he really is. I know these two have bright futures and stuff, but right now I can't really determine who's gonna have a better future, just because they both are young. Yuki's a freshman, Julian's a sophomore, they both are young and they both have a lot of growing to do. They have a lot of things to learn with the game of basketball. And just seeing their game and seeing how they both play right now, they have two different play styles, Like I said, Yuki is more as a pass first, Julian is more as a scorer, but that could change easily, These two are young. A lot of people in high school, definitely when they're freshmen or sophomores, they can switch schools, A lot of kids switch schools throughout their, high school career. They switch to a different school, had a different coach, and that coach or that school can change their game up. Because there's a lot of people that I know could have went D1, but they went to a different school, and that coach messed up how they play. The coach didn't let them do what they used to do. And, it changed up their game, and they just wasn't playing how they could play. So a lot of that can affect a player's career, affect a player's future. But right now, how I see them play, I just know they have two different play styles. But at the end of the day, I know they both will have bright futures, but I can't tell who's going to have a bigger advantage and have a better advantage in the college league. But I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you press that notification button. 10K gang, we out.